There we go, we got the light here as well. It's too bright for me, so I'm going to have to wear my glasses. But, copying Casey. The dumbbell's literally all I've got that I can dismantle it, so I'm going to use the dumbbell to help me here. Scripting a video takes time, takes effort, research, so there's weight, there's effort that needs to go into lifting it. Recording a video is also effort, working out lighting and the rest of it, so you can add a weight to that as well. However, the quality you're recording or editing could increase that weight as a beginner, so you get a heavier weight. Casey is like this when it comes to storytelling, editing, videoing, all of that sort of stuff. He is really good at all of those things. I, on the other hand, am not. My vlogging dumbbell looks something like this. I've got the bar in the middle, so I'm posting the videos, but my skills are like this. They're small, they're light, they're easy to get some repetitions on. But when Casey started, he was doing this. He had much more experience, much more skills in making daily vlogs. Then, over time, he developed more skills. So he actually increased the load. Oh, what a save. And kept going until he got to the end. I, on the other hand, am starting here-ish. My heavy dumbbell, which is over here, is the research. It's the writing, it's the researching, it's the academic work. It's not this storytelling stuff. You want me to talk about ecological psychology, philosophy, epistemology, any other science? I'm pretty good with that, but they're going to be 20-minute, 30-minute, hour-long videos, as you've seen previously on the channel. And that's the question, really. Why am I going from this to this when I've already got all of this? Because talking about all of this isn't actually that useful to most people. Oh, God. This is a stupid analogy. I should have used squats or something. But in order to develop this dumbbell, I need to actually practice and use it. I've watched hundreds of hours of creators talking about sensationalism. Should you avoid it? Shouldn't you avoid it? Should you be genuine? You need to be authentic. You need to be an authentic creator. Well, sorry, what the does that mean? Like, what does authentic mean? Does that mean you're going to talk to yourself like you're talking to a friend? Well, that's the idea, that's what you're meant to do, but that's not what you're doing. When I'm talking to a camera, I'm talking to a camera. It's not my friend. It can be like my friend, but it's not my friend. And when you go back to Casey's vlogs, I think that's one of the small weights he adds on to his great ability to tell vlogs at the start. He sets out and he knows what he's not going to include. In one of the early Q&As, he says, well, he's not going to record all of the minutes of his day in business, in family, because that's not what he wants to include. That's not all of him, but that doesn't mean he's being inauthentic. He describes his vlogs as movies, as creative outlets, and that's the way I see my vlog. Albeit mounted on a pot on a box. I am no professional filmmaker. I don't intend to be a professional filmmaker. Most of the videos have been out of focus. I'll get there in the end, but like I say, I'm building up my weights. Getting the reps in, or repetition without repetition, if you're familiar with ecological psychology and Bernstein's repetition without repetition idea. And to me, that is the difference between copying and taking inspiration from. Is it repetition or is it repetition without repetition? I think my vlog is a version of repetition without repetition. I'm repeating what Casey's doing, but in my own style, in my own way, and that will develop over time. Will I get the views? Probably not. Will I get the attention? Probably not. Do I care? No. Well, to an extent, of course, because I wouldn't be sharing videos online if I didn't want people to view it. And that brings me to the point of this video. Like, why am I copying Casey? Why am I doing a daily vlog? What is the point? This is the point. I want to build up skills and show the skills that I built, how I built them, why I'm building them. Oh, this is too heavy to hold. And I want to share those experiences in coaching and education specifically for other people to critique, follow, get ideas from, and have a conversation with. But to get this research and academic expertise to people that actually may be able to use it requires me to develop these sorts of skills. I'm right-handed, which is why this feels heavier. And that's where I think daily vlogging might have a place, or has a place, inside of online education. Sharing stories, experiences, agreements, disagreements, and views about various behaviours and contexts that we live through. And so for me, this is really interesting when it comes to coach education, teacher education, or educators education. There is blanket documents and courses and things that you can do, but they're not specific. They're not relatable experiences, from my experience at least. And that's what this experiment means to me. Experimenting with coach education, teacher education, educators education through experiences in a vlog style format rather than a longer podcast or video essay of some sort of lecture style. As Casey said about his vlog, it's a forum rather than a journal.